We're eventually going to have some people come in and do video work for us. Okay. We're going to have to undo this. You need help? I need another guy. Here. Let's just flip it back. We'll have to use it. Cover it again. All right. You can go ahead and start the timer. I'm ready. Okay. All right. The story of my speech today is the power of words. And why are words so important in our lives? You only have 30 seconds to tell somebody what you're about. Because in 60 seconds, your opportunity may be gone. So what are we all about? I want to kind of explain a story that I had. A good friend of mine, professional speaker. I've actually been a good friend for several years. He promoted me on to Thurl Bailey and something that he used to say in his speeches. And he did a fireside at some NBA event. And what he said was 3 questions that he asked everybody. One is, who are you? Think about that for a minute. Who are you? Number 2, where are you going? Why is that important? And number 3, how do you get there? What do we do to get there? How do we find our passion and our purpose in life? I think one of the ways that we find out who we truly are is to be authentic. We need to be authentic first and foremost, but we also need to understand the reasoning and the definition behind authentic is to be true, not false. To not copy people. What are you truly about, like Thurl Bailey says? What do you love to do? And the other thing, how do you quantify it? What does that mean to quantify? Anybody have any ideas of what it means to quantify your abilities?
You actually have to go through and essentially list them out or actually identify them. Quantifying is a matter of, making known something or counting up something. So you have to identify exactly what they are.
And put numbers behind it. If you have some track record, throw a number at it. Put a way that you can convey your point to people. So, I asked this question to my mom. I said, who are you? She come to me and she said, I'm a daughter of God. That's great. It's great you're a daughter of God. So is every other woman out there. What makes you different? And I said, let's develop it a little bit. After doing a little bit of brainstorming, I asked her, doesn't it sound better to kind of come up with your purpose? Find some power words. Connect it. Find a way that you can say, I am a daughter of God, comma, add to it. Who connects singers emotionally through music. A much more powerful word. Much more powerful statement. Something you could put on a resume. Something you could share with somebody. Very powerful point. So, if you can think of things in your life that you're passionate about, to identify some power words in your... Where this actual speech comes from, was I was trying to find a way to identify who I was as a person. And how do I do that? Well, I remember asking Keith the same question. What is the first thing you think about when you wake up? What's the last thing you think about when you go to sleep? And are you doing that? Are you connecting with those 2 questions? And I think we all should find a way, if we're not connecting, to find a way to connect. Now I wanted to share a video with you. I actually incorporated it into my PowerPoint. When I got here, it wouldn't play. But I think it's really important to share it with you still. Can you grab the lights for me?
the same.
I wrote the same, but in different words.
Thanks, love.
You grab the lights real quick. What does that make you feel? Have any of you seen that video? How did you find that video?
Someone posted on Facebook. One of my friends.
It was shared.
Yeah.
It was shared because it was powerful. And things that are shared are generally powerful. And using good words, there's a definite purpose for that. So, why are words so important? I believe it helps us give us clarity, helps us give us definition, helps in relationships, being able to communicate with your spouse, your children, your loved ones, your family members, gives us direction and vision. Why is that important to have direction and vision in our lives? I think it's important because it helps us with our life purpose. I think I would like to share one last thing. I'm going to skip this slide. In closing, if words are so important, are we using them effectively? And if we're not, how can we change that? Because without the right words, nothing will be said. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Scott.